boost it.
Puppy likey.
Crack him if you got him. Poppy does like you.
Hey, I think everyone's got a little bit of that Bad Bunny in their hip-hoppity step.
How did he say Canada? They say Canada? Canada.
Canada.
Because Canada got a shout-out. Canada, at the very end, or I don't know if it was the end or halfway through when he was saying all the countries, Canada did get a shout-out. Shout-out, 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 shout-out.
Hey,
Canada
hopefully
got it.
tomorrow morning Canada gets a shutout. And a shout-out against those stupid Czechs.
Crack him if you got him.
God,
Yeah,
oh my
Winter
God.
Olympics
Winter
are...
Olympics is in. This is, one thing I lost my love for was NHL hockey, unfortunately. Not against getting it back, but Olympic hockey, I mean, that is something.
The times suck this year, though. The games are either at 3 a.m. or 7:40 a.m. So maybe... Get it in there. Crack him if you got him. So, like, if it's the gold medal game, like, if Canada's in the gold game, I just hope they have it on a weekend. Because I would like... I don't watch the NHL, but I'll watch Olympic hockey. The funny thing, a lot of places in the world, like in Canada, we call hockey.
Hey, yo.
Nate Dogg in the house.
They call it
ice hockey.
I know.
Which-
in the Olympics, it's technically called ice hockey.
That's just whatever you ask. I saw this thing.
Oh, so you're playing some ice hockey?
Yeah, ice hockey. And I'm
well,
just
you're
thinking,
playing
like,
some ice hockey, yeah?
to me, there's hockey, and then
Hockey.
everything else is like
You would
air
define
hockey
it.
or field hockey.
Yeah. Yeah, because then
Is there
what would
anything
be,
else? Is there only the 3 hockeys?
Well, what would be their main hockey then? Or is it just always
Field
defined?
hockey, maybe. I have no idea.
If someone said hockey, would they be like,
yeah, I don't
oh,
know.
field hockey?
No, you're
Which
right.
is weird.
Field hockey is probably why they're doing the differentiation.
But then for us, it's just like hockey, and you just assume that
I know.
it's on ice.
But if someone said to you football, would you think NFL or CFL? Maybe you think
No, I'm
both.
thinking
Well, a lot of places in the world,
soccer.
they're thinking
European.
soccer.
I'm thinking of European
Footy.
football.
They call it footy.
Footy.
Anyways, we trailed off there. Guys, AJ talked about Bad Bunny a little bit, but that was during the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl just happened. This
Yeah.
is technically the first show, the first main event of the offseason. This is technically the offseason now.
Doesn't feel good.
I hate it. I hate it.
Well,
And on top of that, James Vanderbeek died.
Yeah, Jonathan Moxon.
Jonathan Moxon. So today's just a sad day, not only with football ending, but Dawson Creek himself gone. So it's like,
And no huddle. I'll call the play from the line. Defense will never know what hit him.
there he is from Varsity Blues.
yeah. Very sad, but also a lot of, at least 50% of the people who played in that game were happy.
They're
They're happy
the Super
this
Bowl.
week. Yeah, the Super Bowl winners, they're all happy.
Yeah, I thought I read somewhere or saw a video that all the winners get 187,000.
I sent that over to you
Was that you that sent it?
because they talked about playing in California
Yeah.
and
Right.
how
They're
much.
saying they shouldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, so they get like 187,000 to play. Each player gets that for the Super Bowl.
If they win, wasn't it?
No, I think
it's
it's
just
just
to play in
playing in
it?
the Super Bowl. But
No, winners get 178, and then the losers get half of that
Oh,
or
okay.
something. I believe that's what I heard. But who cares? Let's say that everyone gets the same amount. Doesn't matter. Your point that you're making.
Yeah, the point that I'm making is that, and this was the clip that I shared with you guys. This one right here, the jock tax, where California, within like 7 days, you get like a duty tax because you got to be out there for the week. You end up paying. Sam Darnold ends up paying something like 250 grand. You go ahead and say it.
No. It's true.
I was
The
summarizing
way that
it.
California has their tax set up in this instance is you're charged per day that you're there based on your total salary. So instead of just the days that you're there and the money you make there in California and getting charged on that, they charge you based on your whole salary.
Yeah.
So
A
they can look at
percentage,
his
right?
annual, and then they tax them the percentage for 7 days of that. Dude's making a lot of money that he got taxed for 7 days worth. and it was
$250,000.
But still, I don't care. I hate the argument. Oh well, he's already making money. It's like, yeah, but still,
That doesn't matter.
can I take can I take an annual summaries of an average person's money from you, or 2 times that in the case of Sam Darnold? Like,
It's just because he's there 7 days. That's it.
and because they base the salary off
Off
of
the
his
52
year,
week, the 52
Yeah.
weeks, they take it
sons of
crazy.
I don't know if it's even the 52 weeks. I think they take it as a percentage off of the
well, it's his
season.
It's his year. It's his earnings on the contract for the year of 2025, I believe, or whatever. Who knows? Anyways, it turned out to be a lot of. Maybe this guy explains it better.
This guy does explain it really well.
Well, let's listen to him.
Boomer?
In the Super Bowl, the winning team, each player gets $178,000. In other words, the Super Bowl isn't a part of their salary. And because the game was played in California, and California has a jock tax, and they look at duty days. So each team spends 7 days in the state of California. So those are 7 duty days, and they pierce your regular salary at 3.5%. So he has to pay, when you take in account he got the $178,000 plus his overall salary, he has to pay the state of California for spending 7 days there $249,000. That's just so stupid.
That is dumb.
Yeah, but it ends up costing him $71,000 to go play in California. Now, if I'm the NFLPA, now you got to remember, it's probably even more than that because since he's in Seattle, he's playing against San Francisco 49ers. So that's another day he's there. And he's playing against the LA Rams. That's another day he's there. So he's probably had like 9 or 10 duty days, or maybe even more than that in the state of California. So if I'm the NFLPA, I'm like, hey, we're not playing any more Super Bowls in California. We're just not doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck you, Cali. Don't play us like that.
That's pretty brutal. I mean, like you said, they're all millionaires.
I'll never
but
play.
still.
I'll never play in California.
That's the only reason we're not going to play an NFL game in California because of the duty days.
No. Duty days, man.
Can't be having it. So it's 3.5% on each day.
Wow.
So because 9 or 10 days that
off of your $25 million contract.
And Sammy in the chat just said next year it's in LA. So
it's in SoFi next year.
So it's happening next year.
Oh, and we were talking to Boots today. He sent some videos of like his party that he had, which was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But I mean, we could always go down.
That looked cool.
Yeah, it looked cool. We could always go down to
maybe we do it.
Go to the Super Bowl next year.
Next year we're in our middle-age crisis year where we're just touring the world.
Well, the good thing about technically the Super Bowl will be 2027.
Yeah.
So
we can reset
it's a new fiscal year.
Yeah.
and we would still do a live stream. We do a live stream at Boots' party in the corner it up.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like we would be going.
No, we wouldn't be going to the game, but we'd be
down there for
cool
that
to be
week.
down there for Super Bowl week.
Oh, totally.
So we'll see, but that would be fun.
Another.
I mean, look, if I don't want to jinx it. Cowboys make it to the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, well we're there for sure.
And it's a West Coast Super Bowl. Have to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy, they're going back to back Cali Super Bowls, but it is what it is. SoFi is a beautiful stadium.
Yep.
But they're gonna get duty days.
Does that mean we're gonna get duty days?
No,
we can't podcast. We can't even film.
We take 3.5% as zero.
We're
See
Canadians.
How far it gets you.
Canadians.
This is Governor Newsom. I need you to return that footage to the state of California.
You cannot monetize that Super Bowl vlog.
We're up here.
Yeah, we made it back to the 49th parallel bit.
Hey, but we do have to give an ex-Dallas Cowboys flowers on top of, obviously, Sam Darnold with that amazing career, really. Great story.
Comeback arc.
Great comeback arc. Great villain arc. Great hero arc.
All mashed up into a big pot of stew.
But hey, Demarcus Lawrence, Super Bowl triumph.
Yep, called it too. He called his shot, man.
Called his shot. He went and did it. Now, I will say,
we laughed at him.
But look, he left us. We were butthurt about it, but not really. It was just like, hey, when you're off the Cowboys, this is what we do. We throw a little shade at you.
So you went there to get money. You didn't go there to win a Super Bowl.
No, and now
you got both.
I think
classic Cowboy fans, man.
Classic Cowboys fans. I think a little bit of it though was because when he left, he had a little spat with Micah, and Micah was still our boy.
Yeah.
So we were backing up Micah, and now that Micah's gone, I feel like I want to walk in to the dingy bar where Demarcus Lawrence and us we used to play pool, and I'd show up.
And you said, "I'm so sorry."
He's smoking a cigar, drinking a whiskey, and we walk over and we go,
"Bygones be bygones."
Hey, let me get you your next one.
Yeah.
And he looks up and we give the old
Dylan.
Dylan,
son
you
of
son
a
of a
bitch.
That's how I feel.
Next one's on me.
He went and got a Super Bowl, and I know, Anth, you were one of the first to go out there and throw out the congrats online, but we just
Yeah.
had to touch on it, you know?
And Demarcus Lawrence, when he played for the Dallas Cowboys, he was one of my favorite players. I always said he was the best run-stopping defensive end in the league that nobody really knew about. He got hurt his last year in Dallas, so we kind of were like, well, we didn't have him last year anyways. Went to the Seattle Seahawks, and he won his Super Bowl. I seen this one post on Reddit, because DeMarcus Ware did the same thing, and the person just posted, if I had a nickel for every time a DeMarcus left the Cowboys and won a Super Bowl, I'd have 2 nickels. And they're damn right. You'd have 2 nickels for 10 cents.
Well, yeah, good on you, DeMarcus. And I don't think we're going to see you retiring as a Cowboy. I think you're going to retire as a Seahawk now. But
Especially if he goes and does it again. That defense, man.
that
Defense ain't going nowhere, which is scary.
Yeah, most of them are going to be intact.
That's scary.
defense is going to be good. And, I mean, the offense, too, is just killer.
They might lose Kenneth Walker, but they still have JSN. They're still going to have Charbonnet. They're going to have, obviously, Darnold. They're going to have that offensive line. They showed their last, 3 drafts of all the guys they hit.
They hit like on two to three players in the first 2
And,
rounds.
good players.
Yeah.
Starting difference makers in the last 3 drafts.
Yeah, Charbonnet, Witherspoon.
They also spent
Amanawari,
Amanawari.
Gray Zabel last year.
Love. I think Love was in there too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Love was.
they have a very efficiently spent budget as well. It's spread out nicely. I don't think there's one player on the team who's in a top 10 pay. So if they wanted to make room to keep Kenneth Walker running back $15 million a year, it's really, that's a lot of money. That would change this podcast, let me tell you.
Yep.
But for a football player, it's literally on the lower side of things. For a Super Bowl MVP, let's even say $20 million. They'd be able to make it work, I think. So he could stick around. And look on the other side of the ball, New England, as terrible of a game that they had, and as weak as a schedule that people, and it is the statistical truth that the Patriots had the path towards the Super Bowl. They still made it all the way. They got a bunch of young dudes too. So.
And they're a team that's drafted pretty well.
And Vrabel is a dude who I think could. I wouldn't be surprised if New England was back in the NFC or AFC Championship again.
They definitely will have a harder path next year because they're going to have their strength of schedule is going to reverse because of how far they made it. Now next year their strength of schedule is going to be a lot harder.
As
Which
best
came out
as they,
too.
but it is as best as they can calculate it now.
Yeah, right. Because
Right,
it did
'cause
well around.
It could shift.
Cowboys right now actually had a decent one. But congrats to DLaw. He called his shot, and now he's a Super Bowl champion.
Hey, there is one final kind of funny story because we saw, I don't know, do we see this or am I just remembering, was I just looking and I saw that Cardi B was kind of gave a little good luck when they're hey, any message for Stefon before the big game? She's just kind of good luck. And it was
that's weird.
At first I was oh, that's odd. Because I was maybe that's just how she is. She didn't want to talk to whoever it was, and she's I'm not giving you anything. Now it turns out.
Well, 2 weeks prior when they beat Denver to go to the Super Bowl, she was on the field jumping around crying.
Oh,
we're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, totally. The lot changed.
Yeah. But
something happened. But they got a kid together, so this is never good. But shit, I didn't even know our boy 50 Cent here. This is a TMZ article, so.
So
does this have the story or
the rumor of it is that he was caught sneaking somebody into his room the night before. Apparently.
Okay, let's just look at them while you tell us. TMZ, Adam.
TMZ. That's just what I heard. So apparently the reason that they're on the outs and they unfollowed each other. So post Super Bowl, everyone saw that Cardi B and Stefon Diggs unfollowed each other. I heard or read somewhere that she caught him sneaking another female into his hotel room. And that female was also down at the end of the game, congratulating him or something or whatever at the end of the game because they showed him
in the AFC Championship.
Yeah. Oh no, in the Super Bowl.
Oh,
not congratulating him, but just
safe. That's a weird.
Yeah, not
weird thing to
congratulating.
do. Congrats. You lost.
Yeah.
Well,
but that could have been.
Who knows?
Who knows?
But anyways, it was just a funny little kind of, you put your relationship out there in public, and we're gonna comment on it.
Well,
But I did read this here. Cardi B buys a $500,000 watch for herself amid the Stefon Diggs breakup, so she's doing okay.
Oh yeah, she's doing
She's
fine.
doing it.
She ain't
just fine.
getting the jock tax. That
No,
ain't no dude.
no.
The thing with the memes going around, lost his girl, lost the Super Bowl, and he's getting carted off to jail because if his arraignment was this week as
Yeah,
well.
but you think he has it tough? We have 6 months of no football,
I know.
so that's worse.
Oh, I could go do 6 months right now, easy.
Yeah.
Kidding me?
Just make sure I'm out by September. Make sure I'm
No.
out September 1st to be able to get on the plane to Rio.
Give me 6 months minus a day, and then I'll do 4 months and get 2 months probation. So I'm back here for the
Preseason at least.
preseason.
Okay, smart.
That's what you want. That's what you're gonna
That's
get.
what we have to get. Yeah, funny story and TMZ, Trouble in Paradise.
I
I'd
know.
say.
Well, hey, season's done, and George Pickens III looks like he's going to be franchised. Are they going to franchise tag him? What the hell are the Dallas Cowboys doing? I'm just doing the AI again, guys, because
I like that you called him George Pickens III, like he was a third.
I love. Well, that's what I always think. GP3.
George Pickens III.
He is probably one of the fastest growing Cowboys royalty
Yeah.
I've ever seen, and
Oh yeah.
in a position where we already have royalty. We already have Sedarian DeLeon Lamb, the 57th, or actually the 4th.
Is he the fourth
The
actually?
4th 88.
Oh, the fourth 88. Yes, you're right. Correct.
The 4th 88. So,
Can you name the other three?
yep, Des Bryant, Michael Irvin, and then what's that guy's name? Drew Pearson. I
Yeah.
got a
Hey,
signature.
you can go. Yeah, and you got a signature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, did you not bring your jacket? Who did you almost get a chance to get a signature from, but you didn't have your jacket?
The linebacker.
Oh, Sammy
Dubb, and then also the linebacker from, I think it was a linebacker or a lineman that was also there from the Super Bowl winning team in the 70s.
Yeah, you got to make sure you
Big
bring
white
that coat.
dude. Scary.
Got to bring that coat next.
I know. Didn't think about it.
True.
But now, I mean, duh.
That's
Anyways,
that's the signing coat. The
George-
signing jacket.
George Pickens, guys, like, I have the details up here. We all know them. So it's not official yet. And I don't think we've talked about this on the show.
No,
have we?
No, maybe touched on it. Maybe I'm getting franchised. I don't even know. if we
Not
had.
since the news was announced that it's probably going to happen.
Okay.
So we've already kind of touched on it. I think it's good that we just reiterate our talking points right here. So let's go with the idea that the Dallas Cowboys are planning on franchising George Pickens and go. No. What does that mean? Does that now mean that George Pickens is stuck on this franchise deal and the Cowboys can't do anything? Is it a bargaining chip move, or is it going to put the Cowboys in the same place where we end up a week before the season and they trade them for some draft picks?
Well, I think it probably won't be a week before the season because like if you franchise tag somebody, you have to have that all sorted out by like July. There's like a specific date, isn't there?
No, they can play on a franchise tag.
No, they
No, I
can
mean,
play on the
if-
franchise tag, but you have up until, isn't there like a certain July date for the tag?
No.
I thought there was a July date, but in any case, yeah.
There's a date that
nope.
you can only use the franchise tag until.
Okay, that's probably what it is.
But you can use the franchise, like if they franchise tag George Pickens, he could play the whole season on the franchise
sorry,
tag.
and in his situation, because he's going to be a free agent, you need to franchise tag him right away because if they don't franchise tag him until July, he could get picked up by another team, correct?
No, that's impossible. Yeah, he had before the league year starts, he has to be franchise tagged.
and that's March 11th?
yeah, when deals can start being made. He's getting franchise tagged for the main reason to hold off on getting the contract figured out. They're going to hold. It's basically just a holding chip.
Yeah.
They put the franchise tag on George Pickens. Then they can get into the negotiation room with his agent, which we know hasn't been the greatest guy for the Dallas Cowboys to negotiate with. But they'll put the franchise tag on George Pickens so that they can then try to get the deal made and get him paid up before, hopefully, training camp. Because as Cowboys fans, we know the last few seasons, we haven't went into a training camp without some sort of big looming news. You had the Micah Parsons last year. You had the Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb the year before. And then even the year before that, I believe it was Zach Martin. So it's like we've always had at least one player in the limelight. And of course, George Pickens went off and had an amazing season with the Dallas Cowboys in 2025. So he's the next on the list of, oh my God, when are they going to sign him? And we're going to talk about it so much. And we're all in agreement that you pay the man his $30 million and you take another run with this offense.
Yeah.
And I think, you know what, though, I'm pretty sure this was Lando in his True Crime podcast talking about this. And he's very big on right now that you got to listen to how they're speaking. The culture is changing, which I agree. Yeah. I do feel there's a lot of other people that are coming in this building now that are making the Joneses maybe look at this offseason a little bit different. Jerry Jones is getting very old. He doesn't have a lot of time to make these moves. And I think like you got a guy like Christian Parker who comes in, and as a DC, if he said this to them and was like, do you understand how difficult it is to plan for those two guys right here? You cannot let this guy walk. So hopefully there's enough noise around the Joneses to say, stop doing things the way that you've done. We actually have a very good offense, and we have a lot of elements for this defense that we can go attack this offseason and draft correctly with these first two things to make a very big run this next year. We don't have to do 2 years of rebuilding. If we can keep this offense intact, we can make these very specific moves in the offseason free agency and the draft to get very, very far ahead within this 1 year. So I think that's kind of like the tone that I'm going with. That's what I'm telling myself in this situation, which means they work out a deal with GP3.
But do you feel like, I totally agree with that idea of Christian Parker must have said something in the interview, because to be quite honest, I just kind of go with whatever shiny objects in front of me. I didn't see Christian Parker on my list at all, but after reading about him, I'm like, okay. And so if he did say that, he must have done enough in the interview where they're like, we're not even going to wait for Leonard.
Whoever.
We're just going to get this guy right now. I must have had a great interview or said something, and perhaps it was something like that. But don't you think it starts with Shoddy being the one to have gained enough confidence in the Jerry Jones coalition, the JWO, the Jerry World Order, to be able to start to push the envelope in a different way? Now, whether or not this actually plays out, we're in such an early stage, we don't even know. Tomorrow, Jerry could have a flip out and say something incredible, and we're back to
square one.
Back to him being, in the news for no reason and talking bad about his players.
It's like, well, just shut up, dude. Just shut the hell up.
But there is some dates here. I just wanted to bring in March 3rd at 4 p.m. Eastern is the last day that a team can designate a franchise. And then teams can begin to apply the tag starting in February 17th. So in the next week here, we could see that franchise actually come out
and be legit,
and
not just talking.
And not just talking.
It's still not official.
Still not official at all. And then the sign by date
this is the date
is July 15th, which is if they are on the franchise and they don't sign by July 15th, then they're playing on the franchise.
Yeah,
I guess
the deadline to sign a multi-year extension is July 15th.
And then if they don't, they're on the franchise tag.
Yeah. That's what
so it doesn't drag into the season.
Yeah.
So that's actually good. That kind of puts
that's awesome for us.
It puts a before training camp or right around training camp to figure it out.
Now that doesn't mean that they don't come to a deal by July 15th. He plays on the franchise tag. You still have the ability to trade him after July 15th. So the fear is, how is he going to react to this? I mean, he's still going to get $28 million for 1 year. I just hope that what we were just talking about, the culture that Shoddy brought, all of these players, Dak, CeeDee Lamb, all these guys are saying to Jerry Jones, do not let GP3, George Pickens III, walk out of this building. I hope that Jerry swept into how that locker room feels with Shoddy and the boys, and wants to keep this intact, and that's why he's going to listen to his coaching staff and everybody else within the organization.
Yeah,
right.
I believe in the culture shift, but there's not enough there's not nearly enough evidence to like say, oh yeah, I feel it now. The winds are blowing. That's about all I can see is a little bit of smoke. And so, but anyways, GP3, this move, I wouldn't worry. I think we're all in consensus, and the majority of people who I like to listen to online, because I agree with them, they're all saying the same thing. It's a placeholder move.
Yeah.
Mind you, we had this kind of same certainty about signing Micah, but again, we got a long off season. We're gonna take this week by week.
Hopefully, Jerry learned. Go ahead. You wanted to say something.
Yeah, it's just Demarcus Lawrence in 2018 and 2019. The Cowboys Lawrence exploded in his 4th season with the Cowboys to win second-team All-Pro honors and a Pro Bowl berth. The team used the tag to secure him for his 5th season, in which he once again played at a Pro Bowl caliber. Then he actually played on that franchise tag. The following season, they tagged him again, but then made him one of the highest paid defensive ends. So there is players that the Cowboys have signed before. I mean, DLaw is a little bit different because his first couple years with the Cowboys, he was injured, he missed some time, so he kind of bet on himself and won. Where the George Pickens is a completely different thing. I don't think George Pickens would play. On a franchise tag.
And you have too many other outside influences in your ear. Don't play on this tag. Don't play on this tag. Don't play on this tag.
There's no benefit for him to play on a tag because he'll get that. Sometimes the bargaining chip for the team is the franchise tag will pay the player more than what they would get with a long-term deal. That's not the case. Like George Pickens is going to be in the 30 plus, where I think the franchise tag's probably high 20s. Does it say? Yeah, 28 million.
This year's 28, and I believe next year it goes up to 34 million or something around that. So what you do is you be like, look, we can just franchise tag you 2 years.
Yeah.
And
can you
average
franchise
that
tag
out
for 2 years?
Yeah, you can do 2 years on a player
That's
in a
what
row.
they did, DLaw.
But do you have to franchise tag him 1 year and then you're going to franchise him, tag him the next year? Or could you say, I'm going to tag you for 2 years?
No, you have to do it once and then
okay.
Player doesn't get a choice. You just do it.
Yeah, they could also say to him.
And they could say, oh, fine, I'm not playing, but that's
they could also
$28 million.
Or they could work out a deal with the agent and say, we'll pay him $34 million for 2 years and actually sign a 2-year deal and not do like a 4-year. Like they'll probably try to.
George Pickens going to sign a 2-year, $34 million, or you mean 34 a year?
34 a year per year.
Per year.
So you're getting.
But then that sucks for Dallas.
It sucks for Dallas.
It's for Dallas. It doesn't benefit Dallas at all.
Here's the thing.
Dallas would be better off franchise tagging him at that point.
Totally. But would he?
There's options.
Yeah.
The benefit of the bargaining chip for the Cowboys is it's in their hands where they can lock this guy up for 2 years if they want to. Now they might eat cap and he might not be happy, and that's not a situation anyone wants to get into. But I don't feel like their agent. I think he's mature enough, and he's probably like, I don't give a fuck. Let's talk money.
Yeah. Like
that's how I've always experienced agents being like,
give him a good deal, and they're not going to be like, oh, we're not going to sign with Dallas. Obviously, George Pickens is happy in Dallas, but again, the Jones family is notorious at lowballing and don't forget, there's a chance you're going to start seeing stories about George Pickens in the media because the Cowboys think this angle works, and it never works. They end up trying to make these stories up, or you start seeing these stories. And then the player they're talking about ends up becoming the highest paid player in the NFL. You saw it with CeeDee Lamb, you saw it with Dak Prescott, and you saw it with Micah Parsons.
When do you feel what would convince you otherwise that the Cowboys are changing, or the Joneses specifically are changing the way that they operate in the offseason?
He signed before training camp.
If they make
a long-term deal.
If they make any other moves, because obviously, you can't. There are a few other things that need to happen in order for them to.
I think that could be a full next Wednesday podcast talking about what the Jones family could do before George Pickens to make me believe they've changed.
No, but what I was saying is like they have to go to Dak and a couple of the guys and get extensions and work those deals out, and then they can handle George Pickens' contract, right?
And I know, I think the amount of stuff they could do, we could literally spend 30 minutes talking about that.
That's a good point.
I would say this. So even if they sign Pickens to a multi-year deal, that still doesn't convince me of anything changing yet.
Right.
But it's just not a negative. What would convince me is that we go through this whole off season here into training camp, into preseason, and Jerry Jones doesn't pop his fucking head up unless it's a very relevant time. I don't see Jerry Jones going in there picking fights with players. I don't see Stephen Jones talking about how we need to make sure everyone has a piece of the pie. These are things that we haven't really heard them talk about. They've shied away from. It's very political. You know, politicians never say, "Oh, I was wrong about that." They just stop talking about it and then hope you forget. And that's what I think we're experiencing. If that continues, I'm convinced that things are going to be different. But at any point, like I said, it could just, if Jerry doesn't like how things go, or he gets feeling like he's pushed too far out of a circle and he doesn't want that, he could rear his ugly head like Groundhog Day.
BPG in the chat was saying on a franchise tag and a trade, we can't get a player in return. So you would trade him to a team for picks. He said they learned this the hard way with Devontae. I was listening to other people talk about getting GP3 on the franchise tag and then a straight up trade for Max Crosby with the Raiders. And I'm not saying that they were saying to do that. They were just talking about what would you get, like what players or what trades would make sense. But so is that not the case? If he's on a franchise tag and you trade, are you only getting picks for it?
I mean, that'd still be. If you trade George Pickens for 2 first-round picks, who gives a fuck about a player?
For this year or for next year?
For this year. Like,
yeah,
you franchise tag him March 3rd, and then you trade him for 2 first-round picks in 2026. Who gives a fuck about getting him for a player?
Ooh, okay. AJ has it.
But yeah, that's true. But who cares? I would take those picks and then I'd look for a player to.
Yeah, and then you just do that, and then you trade one of their first rounds back for the player.
If the trade happened, George Pickens is certainly a first-round pick plus. Like, that's what I would demand for it.
A 1 and a 2? A first and a second?
I don't know if you get a 1 and a 2, but if someone wanted it, someone might offer that. But
what about a 2 and a 3?
No.
No. Good way.
I don't even know if I'd do it for a 1 and a 2 just because I want him so bad.
Yeah,
I would make it such an exuberant price that
you'd have to really.
Yeah, if you want him, you sell me. And two ones is tough to pass up. Especially there's guys in the draft class. Of course, they're not going to be as good as George Pickens was.
Cowboys get 3.
I mean, Carnell Tate kind of feels like a George Pickens.
Jordan Tristan, like there is guys in the first round that you could possibly. Yeah, but we're getting kind of off.
Yeah, too. Why are you talking?
Hey, we're just having fun. We're
mucking about. You know, we're gooping.
Well,
we're not on that train.
No,
we're
I'm
not
on
that train.
Figure it out. Re-sign him. Let's run this best offense back, and the Cowboys keep the offense intact and build the defense.
I've already bought my George Pickens jersey.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Crack him if you got him.
Brent Packer guy goes GP3 ? 1, a 2, and a 1 next year plus later picks.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be tough to say no to. I just don't know if a team you're really like you would have to be a team that is one play like you're George Pickens away from being a Super Bowl winner. That's what you'd have to believe because that's a lot to give up.
Oh, 100%. And it has to be the team, like you said, it has to be that team that says I want a GP3.
Yeah.
Now you could franchise tag him this for 2 years, and the next year you trade him to get picks in the draft, and then you got Jeremiah Smith if you get a high 1 or something with a certain team, and then you have your second.
Then you
wide
got all
receiver.
these low contracts. Micah and GP3 contract runs up. You sign them both
for a super team. Dak Prescott keeps anti-aging.
Yeah, he just
at 39. He's in his prime.
Look at these Cowboy fans just talking about getting rid of GP3.
That's the delusion creeping in. We're at the delusion season, and this is the best part about the offseason starting again.
I don't want to wait another 2 years to be excited about football. Now, I love football, and it's exciting, but it gets really hard to work up, a week 16, 17, 18 victory cheer for a team that is already out of the fucking playoffs, and every win is eating away at your draft pick.
Totally. Yeah. Yes. Yes. The last 2 years, we've been put through the ringer. So, all right, what do you got here?
Well, CeeDee Lamb is actually very, very close to moving ahead of Des Bryant in some Dallas Cowboys records, and not so close, but kind of close to beating a record for Michael Irvin. So let's look at these. Not these 3 looking weirdos. I hope that's not what we look like, although it probably is.
The way that people comment about us sometimes on our videos, I feel like these guys. AJ's definitely
him.
AJ's definitely Ear McGee. Ant's the middle, and then I'm old man Winter on the right side there.
Okay, but here is the. Jesus, this is so small. Come on, guys, format your websites for our podcast. Where's the damn numbers? Okay, so Lamb only needs 44 yards to usurp Bryant, moving into 5th in the all-times receiving yards
That's
list.
crazy to me.
Yeah,
That's just it's because CeeDee Lamb's still so young.
I think it's his 66th.
He's like
season?
27, I think. Like,
Yeah.
that's pretty wild that you're passing because Des Bryant's like one of my favorite all-time players. And I get it. You look at Des' seasons; he only really had 3.
Yeah,
Like a go crack him if you got him.
Got him.
A real good 3-season spurt where CeeDee Lamb's almost had 1,000 yards every year. The only year I believe he didn't get it was his rookie year, and he was real close. He had like 900 and something yards. So CeeDee's just been very consistent with receptions and yards. Des Bryant was more of like the touchdown guy, but it's pretty wild that he's only 44 yards away from passing another 88 for more yards.
and here's that thing: is he would have accomplished that this year had they not ran him on that play against the Bears, and he rolled up his ankle for 3 weeks.
And who knows what happens in the like? Okay, who did we play in those 3 weeks? Sorry to get off topic.
No,
here.
here we go.
Chicago. Okay, Chicago, which the Cowboys got smoked, but they lost to the Green Bay Packers. Or
In
sorry,
overtime.
they tied to the Green Bay Packers.
In overtime.
CeeDee Lamb's there. You don't think you're getting an extra point? And then they walloped the New York Jets and lost to the Carolina Panthers. So the
Panthers was a close loss.
it was a last-second field goal.
Yeah.
So you have CeeDee Lamb, and again, we're kind of getting away from what we're talking
2
about.
wins. We're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
No, that's
Super Bowl winners.
Super Bowl. We're in the Super Bowl.
Because you decided to run CeeDee Lamb out of the backfield.
And we could have
Stupid.
beat that New England team.
Yeah.
But think about that, though. So 44 yards. And then also, he is 180 receptions away from the legendary Michael Irvin.
Crazy.
And now,
So he's got a couple
So-
88s in his targets.
it would now. I wonder what he would have had. Probably, let's say another 16. Let's just say 20. So it would have been 160 receptions if he got 20 receptions in the games that he missed.
Yeah.
I'm just doing this silly math. 160 is a lot, not achievable at all next season. 180 for sure. So he's 2 seasons away, I think, from breaking that record.
Definitely the reception record.
The reception record.
Yeah, it'd be too tough for. And
Oh no,
I mean,
no.
it could even. I mean, if it, even possibly 2.5. If he has a great season next year, like CeeDee Lamb can, then
Yeah.
it's 2.
Yeah.
Pretty wild, still though. Pretty wild because Michael Irvin, I think, played 11 seasons for the Cowboys. CeeDee
You
Lamb,
surviving over there?
I'm hiccuping, breathing in and breathing out.
Yeah. But yeah, Irvin's yards is way
Up
too
there
far.
still.
Well,
But couple 88s in the target for CeeDee Lamb, and CeeDee Lamb has a chance to be, I mean, obviously not Super Bowl wise, but statistically wise, the best 88 on paper. As far
Yep.
as stats, strictly stats.
Right.
Obviously, Michael Irvin has the stats and 3 Super Bowls, so that's pretty tough. I mean, even if CeeDee Lamb ends up killing him in stats, it's tough to.
Yeah, you have 3 bowls.
Yeah, he's got 3 rings.
Now, what if
Lamb's going to get 2 with the boys. I know it.
That'd be
Yeah,
sick.
that's
Then you can start talking about
Then you
the better
can-
88 because stats plus a couple.
Yeah.
But 88s don't argue like that.
No, they're
88
stoked.
say it's a representation. It's like wearing the Knights Templar or something like
now?
that.
What do you think if now going back to the GP the third? If
Okay.
he's like, yeah, I'm going to resign, but I want 88.
Would never.
Well, he can't. That's not going to happen.
And how would they? He didn't even ask for his number 14 that he wore in Pittsburgh. He didn't even try to get 14 away. Whoever the fuck had Marquez Bell. He just was like, "I'll take number 3." You think he's just gonna now want to take 88?
What if he comes in and says to Fergie, I want 87?
Well, I'd be okay with that. Take Fergie's 87.
Fergie, get it.
No. Actually, I don't want him to be any other number but
No.
3's a great number.
GP 87 sounds stupid as sounds stupid.
3. GP the 87th?
Yeah, he's GP3. I'd be pissed, especially because it'd be funny if he just switched numbers every year because it'd be funny we bought 3s and then he comes out that he switched jerseys.
Yeah.
GP4?
But then he'd be wasting so much money
Yeah.
having to buy the jerseys.
And
every
now
year.
you see the number 3 and you just think, That's GP3.
GP3.
Yeah.
He's staying at 3.
It's a good number.
And
It's a good number for him.
It's my lucky number.
But hey,
That's Ant's birth number.
My
It
birth
is.
number, my champagne number.
and George Pickens translates directly to September in Old Gaelic.
It does.
Oh,
This is true. Also, too.
Guys,
As well.
we're going to be doing a mock draft in a couple seconds here, couple minutes.
Okay, you brought him up. I got to take a lead.
Yeah. But first, I'm going to bring up this article.
bring it up.
It's by DallasCowboys.com. Tommy Yarrish. You guys remember this mother?
Yo, it's Tommy boy.
Tommy.
Hey, Tommy boy.
Tommy, I did not mean that in as aggressive as I said it.
You were very aggressive on Tommy Arish.
I meant it more as like, hey, what's up? What's up, dude? That type
up?
that type of vibe. But
Yeah, got it.
anyways, these are the 8 combine invitees that could make sense for the Cowboys. Basically, I wanted to look at this because
This is helping us.
the
We're
problem.
learning here with each other, y'all.
I've done some mock drafts, and here's the thing: we don't have day 2 picks.
Yeah.
So the reality is, I don't really think that the Cowboys would trade their first 2 picks to get more picks. I think they're just going to get the guys that are there.
Which I'd be
We're
happy
gonna,
with.
and over this offseason, we're going to play out a lot of scenarios. I would also be happy with that. But what it means is there is about 5 picks or so that the Dallas Cowboys have from the 4th round on. And those guys are like, it's super hard to, like, you need to talk to dudes like Big Chris for him to tell you, oh yeah, this guy, he played here. He's got tiny little arms, or he's got a weird step, whatever. So guys who really, really can break down football. So what I want to do is start digging into articles like this that show us some dudes, because Dallas Cowboys are aware we only have 2 first-round picks. We know the top 30 players, but we don't know the bottom 70, 100 players.
Yeah.
Where we have 5 picks. So that's the point of this articles and articles that we're going to be bringing up over the next couple weeks, months here as we lead into the draft.
Deep diving,
because we have, I think, like I said, 5 or 6.
Yeah, I don't know what it is because I think the comp picks are out now, so it's got to be something like that. I think you're right, 6 maybe, 6 picks.
I'll just look at the
there's
mock
no
draft.
second and no third. 2 1s, a 4th, 2 5ths, 2 6ths, and a 7th maybe. I don't know.
I'm telling you right now. So the Dallas Cowboys have at the 12th, 20th. It just tells me the numbers. So, and then from the 4th on, 1, 2, 3, 6 picks. 2 in the 7th, 2 in the 6th, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 4th. It looks like, if I got that right.
Yeah, that sounds
Something
right.
like
That sounds right.
So let's have a look. Tommy Yarrish, we love you, but you.
Yeah, and I wonder if we're gonna. Oh, okay, right on the junk.
Hey, get rid of that junk. Whoa.
Tommy Junk Yarish?
That's his name.
Here we go. Defensive line. I guess. What's the R mean, rookie?
R. Mason Thomas, or he's just the right side. DLR.
I say we just read a little bit about these guys, and then this is just to help us prep for our mock draft here.
He's small. This guy's small though for a defensive end. Or
Yeah,
defensive line.
so Thomas may not necessarily look the best at his position, 6'2", 249, with what appears to be short arms, but he makes up for it with his bend, his speed, in his rushes that propelled him to the first-team All-SEC honors in 2025. SEC, I mean, that's something you can't sneeze at that, and could lead to a great week in Indianapolis. That's where the combine's held. There's bigger, longer arm tackles that can get set to Stonewall Thomas's rush, but he has that invaluable trait of stepping up as a closer in big moment games, generating pressures and getting sacks when the defense needs it.
So this guy's set up to be a 3-4, like outside linebacker is kind of what they're thinking. Because he's too small to play straight up defensive end, but 6'2", 249, they're saying here he could be a great fit in an odd front. So an odd front means 3-4.
Right. And you know what? I think I'm hearing a lot about that. We don't know, but let's just kind of go with our gut. I've always liked looking at a guy with measurables and then where you can see standouts. For example, a linebacker who's maybe 6'1", 220, but has very good coverage skills and can also tackle. Okay, in the NFL, it's probably not going to pan out as it did in the college game. But where can you those skills, that athleticism, can you make something of? He's still a big enough dude. Can you make something of him? So moving a guy from where he played in college, in this case, it would be fairly similar. Like a 3-4 is just a name.
It's just 3-4. You're still playing that edge position.
Yeah.
You're just not taking on the same types of blocks, and there's going to be a scheme fit where you're doing other things other than just rushing. Because he's only 6'2", 249. Like, he's going to get beat up.
And that's like middle. That's like in the where Osa would be hanging out, right?
No, he would be on like the edge. Like he'd be like your outside linebacker.
Oh, okay.
In a 3-4.
6'2", it's 249 because Micah's 6'3", 250.
Yeah, but he's like a fucking anomaly.
Yeah, okay.
Like Micah's the one. Like he's so fast, right? And that's Micah's biggest feat or strength was his speed. He can beat guys that are 320, 330. So I mean, it could still be the same thing
if he has those skills.
Yeah, which is by judging, trying to deep dive here, I'm not thinking. So you're probably going to see a lot of defensive players here because now you got Jake Goldday.
Yeah,
Goldday.
Yeah.
Goldday
linebacker.
Good day, mate.
Good day.
He's starting to go up on a lot of guys' lists.
And this is a good size. He's massive athletic defender at 6'4", 240 pounds, and still has lots of room to grow. He flies to the football, and while diagnosing plays is something he'll need the reps to improve at, has all the tools necessary to continue putting up big tackle numbers. And that's what we like. We like these guys that can get in there and make tackles. He had 104 tackles in 2025. He led the Bearcats defense in tackles by a margin of 31. He was also tied for the team lead in sacks with 3.5 and is aggressive to work off both blocks at the second level and when chasing the quarterback in the backfield. They're saying if the Cowboys acquire a day 2 pick, he could be a guy that could fall to them around day 2, so second or third round.
That was AINth.
Yeah.
Just summarizing. But hey, one thing we got to just have a quick gander at, give a look at him.
Has the neck of a linebacker that I want.
Yeah, linebacker neck for
definitely.
Sure.
The neck to ear ratio is very good, very good,
Yeah,
very good.
It is, and 6'4", he's got that height, he's got that speed, and he could put on a little bit of weight, like with that frame.
Yeah,
he's not necessarily. So Arlington, Tennessee. I saw Arlington. I was going to say he's a hometown guy, but that's not Texas.
Okay, and Keith Abney, Arizona State defensive back. Adam, do you like defensive backs?
I do. Keith Abney from Arizona State, a versatile corner who can play in the slot, on the inside, or on the boundary. Abney is an aggressive, relentless defender against the run and the pass, and is always looking for a way to make a play on the ball.
Okay.
Sometimes that can look like being a bit handsy in coverage or biting on double moves, which Abney will need to work on. Don't like that. There'll be questions about his frame, but a good week of athletic testing has the ability to nullify some of the concerns there. At the end of the season press conference, Double J, Jerry Jones, said he underestimated how much of an impact Jordan Lewis made in the slot for Dallas. If they find a way to select Abney, he could be a similar kind of player in terms of competitiveness and physicality that he plays with in the slot, but also is flexible enough to move outside. The Cowboys feel there's a better option for the slot.
I got two things. Number one,
you don't like the way I said some of the names?
No.
Okay.
The problem is Jerry Jones making decisions where he doesn't think someone's going to impact the field, number one. But let's move past that. Number two, the teaching things, I'm just going to keep going back to it. That's why we hire coaches. If you think these guys have skills, if you think they have a mind, and it's just getting them up to speed.
And a good personality.
And someone who's going to make a career out of football, go for it.
Strive to get better.
Yeah.
You can learn.
I'm not worried about someone who needs help, needs the coaching.
You think the coaches at Arizona State are the same level as NFL coaches? No.
I hope not.
Just,
I hope they're not the same if they are, then we have a bigger problem.
Yeah.
If we don't think that the abilities that can be coached, that the Dallas Cowboys coaching staff is going to be able to improve that 10% minimal, then we have a
What are you
problem.
doing?
Yeah.
And luckily, and you get when you talk the reason DBs, if there's any type of like development, I think that's what you're hearing about our new defensive coordinator. He develops players. He knows how to work with players.
He's got a
Similar
good
to what-
history, a very good track record.
Yeah,
with-
which I
with
think like
players.
you saw like a Dan Quinn or an Al Harris, they got the best out of a lot of our guys, and that's where we got to see some of these players progress a bit more.
Toss me one, son.
You gonna get the next one there? Oh no,
I'll get the. I think it's me.
Demetrius.
Offensive linemen. We haven't looked at these a lot, but hey, you can never get enough of them. Demetrius Crownover. What a name.
Yeah, that's fake.
Oh, first of all, sorry. I shouldn't have moved on without looking at Keith Abney here.
Yeah, you can't.
Just a quick gander.
Hey, Mr. Abney.
Back to the draft buzz for our.
He's not on. Oh, there he is.
I was gonna say that's
Oh,
not good.
Keith Abney the second.
Hey! He's a stoner. I like it. And speed.
And he is from Dallas, Texas.
And he's from hometown boy.
Bring him home.
Bring him home.
Next up, sorry. Demetrius Crownover, Texas A&M. Cowboys have selected a day 3 offensive lineman in each of their last 6 drafts. So, historically, it's been a position the Cowboys is strong at evaluating and developing. Could Crownover fit the bill in 2026?
Look how big he is.
Who? Oh, 6'7", 336 pounds. That's not something you can teach, but his hand placement and techniques are, and there'll be areas that Crownover will have to improve on. That's fine. This is what we just talked about. Should the Cowboys decide to move on from Steele, which needs to kind of be a package for the Cowboys to free up their cap space, unless Steele is going to lock it down and be a top 10 dude, we got to move on from him because that contract is, we got to open it up.
Too inflated.
Too inflated. So that's the option here, and let's go have a look at him. I like the name.
6'7", 336 pounds. I mean, that's really big for an offensive
It's
lineman.
borderline too big.
It's right on that
Tipping. You might
It's right
get
on that
tipped
scale
over.
where you're like, how can this guy be mobile? Like,
yeah.
and I know you want your offensive.
he is.
Holy,
Texas A&M.
he's big. He's a big for
That's the one
sure,
I wanna
man.
look at.
He's a day 3 guy.
Yeah. So, and I wonder. So day 3, that's obviously rounds 4 to 7.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of
You get a lot of.
They're like the Cowboys have drafted an offensive lineman in the last how many drafts in day 3? Well, no, you have 4, more than 4 picks usually because you have a couple picks in each round usually. So I mean,
And
it's not- I feel like most teams have probably taken an offensive lineman on day 3.
yeah, late round 5 on, you're picking guys who are huge.
Yeah, this is
Or
a hope.
fast.
This is just like you
It's
hope he
Yeah,
sticks.
Yeah, I hope he could be good 2 years from now.
Although they were talking about like if you got rid of Terrence Steele, is his replacement? Maybe
No, I mean, he's not even shown up on Draft Buzz, so I don't love it. But
Maybe
Hey.
maybe he has maybe he goes by Trurius Crownover on Draft Buzz.
this is a dude
or
who
Crowney.
Crowny.
This is a dude who I look at that size and I go, if he's there with one of our 7th rounds, draft him. Let's see if he becomes anything. The worst thing is he just turns out to be nothing. The best thing is he fills in for Steele. And if he just becomes a guy who we can bring in to shore up the line, like like wide wings will.
Oh,
The
that's-
wingspan,
let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Wingspan will let's
Guy
go.
could reach you from Dallas. These arms are so goddamn long.
What? Another Emmett running back?
Yeah, we got an Emmett Johnson.
Can we do that?
out of Nebraska because Javonte Williams currently expected to re-sign a deal in Dallas. Running back may not be a huge need in this draft class. Depth, however, is a different story. Malik Davis flashed his RB2 for the Cowboys in 2025, but can he continue to do so? I think he can. I'm on the Malik Davis bandwagon. Can the younger players in that room like Jadon Blue and Phil Maffa make a jump in year 2? If the Cowboys have their questions about that, a guy who could stand out at the combine is Johnson, who exploded onto the scene in 2025 for Nebraska with 1,450 rushing yards, which was 4th in FBS, and 12 rushing touchdowns. So he had a lot of stats. But for me personally, guys, this is the one year that I'm like, if you're re-signing Javonte and Malik Davis, and then you have the 2 rookies on their rookie deals,
You got that's enough.
if you want to take a flyer on a running back, I'm saying get an undrafted guy, not don't use any of your picks on a running back spot.
I think Davis is a no question. He's a restricted free agent, so you can just re-sign him for 1.145. And I think unless someone else bids for him, then you have to match it or something. He showed up.
Yeah,
so
give
I'd be
him
happy
respect
with
it. And then you have Javonte who you could sign, and then you have the 2 rookies on their rookie deals who were
both of those guys.
a 5th and 7th pick, 5th round and a 7th round pick, so they don't cost.
And both of them, when they did play, albeit being the week 18 game or week 17, 18, whenever it was, they showed up. They didn't disappoint.
Yeah,
but it was a very small scale. So.
And they were a 5th round and a 7th round. Like, why draft? I mean, I guess you could. I guess you could if you get a guy that you like at running back. Fuck it, bring him in.
Sure. I mean, if he's BPA in round 5, you do it.
Yeah.
Let's go look at Emmett Johnson. If he looks anything like me or Emmett Smith or me and Emmett Smith combined,
Then I'm in.
Where the f did it? Oh.
But he's had the stats though, which is nice because you like to see the stats. 12 touchdowns is no joke, and he had a bunch of rushing yards, so we like it.
Not on the damn list. Hey, but these are the guys we're looking for.
He's not even on there.
No. Oh wait,
Why is it showing us Tez John? It's showing
There we
that.
go.
There he
Yeah.
is.
Sorry.
Okay. Oh, you didn't. I see.
missed the
Okay.
end.
All right.
Whoa,
5'11". Yeah, he's ranked 4th.
Yeah, 4th running back position.
does look like me and Emmett Smith combined.
I thought it was. I thought that was AI of you guys
we have the same hair.
combined.
How fast? 4.5.
I mean, a 4.5 at 200 pounds isn't great. It's
It's not great, but
not
hey,
great.
if his left to right is
Hey,
good,
You see 4.5. You
Hasn't
see
ran combine yet, though.
you see 4.5, and I'm like expecting the guy to be 235.
what about 4.4?
4.4 is good.
So if he can drop it down,
Yeah, but what if his breakout speed's a little bit? Maybe his acceleration is not as fast, but what about his breakout
he gets to
speed?
that 10 yards quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Or you have a guy like a Frank Gore. I mean, how fast was Frank Gore in the combine? Do you think?
Frank Gore was a 1st round pick. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, not this guy.
This guy's they're talking about getting him in the day 4 pick.
I was just thinking Frank Gore being I always remember Frank Gore being a little bit slow, but he was a tank. Frank the Tank.
And he
I could be
also-
completely wrong. That could just be
Frank Gore's a vampire.
Yeah, he is.
yeah. Never got injured and always looked the same.
Looks the same from his rookie year.
Yeah, he was a 4. Frank Gore is a 4.58. So that's right.
Wow.
But how much did he weigh?
Hey, but you know who else?
245.
You know who else was a 4.6?
He only weighed 210.
Okay,
He
what
was
was
5'9", but he was 5'9".
Okay.
You know who else was a 4.6?
Who?
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice.
Did you guys see the picture of all the guys they had
Yeah.
come out? And there's that one
I
dude
know,
that
I
looks
know.
exactly like Jerry Rice. I'm like, okay, this is what f***ed me up so bad. They're wearing like the same dark frame glasses. They both got the bald head. The guy came out and I said when we were watching, I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, Jerry
yeah, yeah.
Rice. And then Jerry Rice came out again. I was like, what the f*** is going on here? Are they pulling a fast one on us? What?
You had to go back and rewatch?
Well, I just seen a picture of all of them after, and they were together, and the one guy was
I
kneeling
see.
down on the. I think it was Roger Craig.
I remember you saying it. I didn't see the guy
It
at
tripped me-
first.
it
So I was
tripped me
like,
out.
I think Anth is having a
existential crisis.
Nate Dogg says in the chat, Frank Gore is the best.
Yeah, Frank Gore. Yeah, Nate Dogg
Oh,
would be a diehard.
We
Frank Gore
love Frank Gore. Hey, who wants to tell me about wide receiver CJ
I'll do.
Daniels from Miami? And
Daniels is-
doing it in a Miami accent.
Bobby.
Daniels is a trusted tap sort of prospect. Now, is it trusted tap or trust the tape?
Trust the tap.
I think they
trust
fucked
the
up.
tape.
I think
Okay,
they fucked
so-
up.
Hey,
come
this
on,
is what we're
Tommy.
dealing with modern journalism.
Just trust the tap.
Fucking
Oh,
sorry. Spell check your.
Trust
I'm
the-
sick of it.
but technically,
You get paid money to do this? My God.
if he spell checked it, it would have come up. Then.
I know,
I know,
that's
but
exactly
when
what
then
happened.
proofread it,
Okay,
I don't know. Take it to the next level.
Proofreading
This is
would.
embarrassing.
Proofreading would.
So imagine, and we're waiting for someone in chat to say, no, trust the tap is what you do say about receivers.
That's what I
still
do. That's
I'm
what I do
still
at a
upset.
pub. I trust the tap.
Okay,
do
so
trust the tap.
trust
Bring me a fat tub.
he's a trust the tap sort of prospect in the sense that his production may not match what he can do as a player. After being somewhat buried on the depth chart at LSU in 2024, Daniels bounced back in Miami in 2025 with 557 yards and 7 touchdowns on 50 catches as the Hurricanes were runners-up for the national championship. At 6'2", 205, Daniels is a bigger target who has the speed to stretch the field and good contested catchability to make tough plays for the offense. He's our GP3 replacement. He's an experienced player who spent 6 seasons in college football, old guy, which could make him more league ready to step in for an offense and produce. Cowboys have 2 of the best receivers in football. Should they bring back GP3? But it never hurts to have more weapons.
Well, that's one way to spin it. Hey, he's 6 years in. He's league ready. That's one way to spin it.
He's what's it? The Van Wilder.
Van Wilder syndrome.
Yeah.
You know what? Here's the thing.
VWS.
Okay, I want my quarterbacks to be 6-year league ready vets. I don't know if I want my wide receivers to be in there for 6 years.
Well,
I say the opposite. Like, you want a quarterback that has all the bad habits that you pick up in college football? You want him in there for 6 years in college?
No, I'm not saying he has to be a starter for 6 years. I'm just saying get him in college, have him play in some competitiveness.
You're saying,
and don't make him jump too early to the NFL.
Okay, but also a 26-year-old quarterback and a 26-year-old wide receiver, you've got way more years with that quarterback.
True.
Then you
wide receiver, you might have one good contract, his rookie deal.
His rookie deal, and then you're kind of...
Especially a guy that's 6'2", 205, like he's going to lose speed.
Yeah, unless he's just all possession. Throw it up to me. Just throw it up to me. I'm Spider-Man.
Toss it up. Just a quick thing. C. Mizzle in the chat says, well, since we're here to the CanFan Nation, my son is recovering, but good. Grandkids good. Again, love the channel. I promise I'm still listening to CanFan. You guys are cool. Thanks.
Hey, we
that's a
appreciate
big,
it. We're glad that everything's all good, too.
Yeah, and C-Mizzle, I saw that you messaged us somewhere. Maybe, I can't remember if it was a live stream or something, but I saw another post where you mentioned that. So we appreciate the update and glad that...
we see you.
Yeah, everything's going well.
Hey! Don't go past. Sorry. I know. I said about C. Mizzle. Give us draft buzz on Daniels. Can't just change the script.
The problem
here.
is I'm just not even interested in wide receiver. But
yeah, I'm the same way. Like,
let's give him a look. Basketball player, straight up. That's just what I see. He's too skinny.
Scroll down a bit.
Let's have a look, Ski.
Okay,
4'4".
He does got speed. He's too old.
Pretty good.
Fuck, this
Get him
guy's
outta
so
here.
Where's his
old.
age?
He was in college for 6 years.
6 years. This dude.
He's got to be late 20 or mid 20s.
Yeah.
I ain't into it.
Okay, we're out on him.
I ain't into it.
Hey,
I'm not into the next 2 guys, to be honest, but we got to go through it.
You know what?
Oh, it's only 2 guys. Okay.
It's only 2 guys.
It's only 2 guys.
So, look, Tanner, who's saying this one? Me?
That's
I
you, dog.
think it's you, yeah.
Okay, Tanner Koziel from Houston, tight end. Now, before I even start, I am interested in a tight end.
Same. I am also.
I'm interested in a...
We know you're interested in a tight
Yeah.
end, Wade.
Shut up!
Yeah, we is.
No, crack me if you got him. Receiving tight end for sure. Would never say no to that, but they need to be able to block. That's the type of guy. And then sorry, Scooney, you got a great name and you have a great sound bite, a couple great sound bites. Ship him out.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, that's a ship him out?
Wow, it's a scooter.
Sorry. That's
relevant.
a pun.
But Tanner here, he's a tight end. He's got toughness pops on his film, and he played for Indianapolis. No, what? Hang on.
Yeah, he might have, and then he ended up.
Oh,
going
he'll
over
stand
to
out from his counterpart. Sorry, because he's 6'6"
at the combine.
248. Yes, that's what they're saying.
Is Indianapolis is where the NFL Combine.
He was he was a crucial part of Houston's offense in 2025 with 74 receptions, 727 yards, and 6 tutties.
So he catches
He can
74
catch the ball.
receptions in college
That's pretty
football.
good.
In college football, that's a lot.
Yeah. And over the course of the season, he continually took hard hits and continued to get right back in the huddle, playing all 13 games, including the Cougars Bowl. Watch out,
All the hot
yeah.
older sluts trying to get
smoking.
Look, because they see his 6.
Tell
They
me
see that
about
he's
it.
6'6", 250 with long arms.
the Cougars Bowl.
Wrap those long arms around me, Cozzolio.
Again, this is just bad writing. He continually took hard hits and continued to get.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dallas seems to have their 3-sided tight end set. I disagree. But if they wanted to add some competition, you could go with Koziel. I believe who's the 2-name guy, guys?
Revan Spanford.
Revan Spanford. Keep him.
Get him ahead of the depth chart.
Fergie needs to have a bounce back year, and he's primed for a bounce back year.
Had 2 bad years.
I feel like he's
Fergie was on.
and he started
he
pretty damn good.
Yeah, and then he kind of just
Or was that just Pickens picking up?
yeah
Yeah,
it's tough to
possibly.
say. It's tough to say.
Mr. First Down.
Yeah, maybe he started losing some of his looks because Dak's like, well, am I going to go for the 7-yard toss or I'm going to air it up to George Pickens the third?
Just make it first down, yeah. Have a quick look at Tanner, then we'll look at this last guy, and then you know what time it is.
You know what time it is?
Oh, wow. Sell me tires. Tanner Koziel. Looks like he works at Cal Tire.
Yeah, he does.
And he's a new kid. I'm just so new here. Dude, you trying to sell me the most expensive tread? Give me the fucking bargain bin deal here, dog.
You don't want the bargain, bro. You don't want the bargain, bro. And he's vaping.
Yeah, Koziel,
he's vapes.
you only
Vapes
work
from
here
Miami.
because your dad works here? Your dad's here?
His dad was Salesman of the Year 24 months in a row.
Yeah, this at 6'6", he runs a 4.7. I mean, I wonder how lanky he is.
4.7's not terrible, obviously, because they do like it's not great.
You just need him.
mid tier right there, right?
Give me a non-draft buzz look at him for a second. Give me like a Google images of him.
Tanner.
Yeah.
Tanner Koziel.
Okay.
I mean,
don't know
it's
if it
the
did
same
worse or-
thing.
I don't know if it's.
Yeah. Okay. Jesus.
You're getting the same thing.
Yeah, we're getting. Oh, look at that one right there.
He does not look like he should be 6'6".
He kind of looks like Aiden Hutchinson's younger brother or something.
I don't like
Yeah.
the look of him.
Yeah.
Well-
he's out.
I don't trust him.
He's out. And
Hey, a late round with that size and with that amount of receptions, I'm looking at it.
Yeah,
But it needs to be BPA.
it's got to make sense.
And finally here, Cade.
Klubnik. This
So
is
he-
Clemson's QB. This is you, Ebs.
I ended up my last mock draft I did, which was this morning while I was taking a deuce before
Yep.
going to work. I drafted him in the 5th round. So
And why? But don't read it. Tell us why.
I just drafted. I think the Cowboys are at that point that they need to take a quarterback. I'm not sold on our boy Piss Missile. So if you can get a quarterback who, I mean, didn't have the greatest year last year, but could have a chance to learn behind Dak Prescott, has all the attributes to be a passing quarterback in the NFL, why not take a flyer at the guy?
So I wouldn't be mad. You keep Piss Missile just for.
You keep all three of them. You still need
And then
3
bring in-
quarterbacks.
It's not a bad idea for any NFL team in the late rounds to be drafting a quarterback every second year.
Yeah.
Just to bring them on, see what you got.
And
The worst
when's
thing-
the last time the Cowboys drafted a quarterback?
I think Klubnik actually had a good 2024 season, too.
That's what I
didn't
meant.
it?
He had a great
2024.
24 season.
He-
That's what I
but
said.
The worst thing is that they show promise in a preseason game and you can ship him off for something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's a Texas native.
Part of a deal or just get another 6th-round pick.
Exactly.
Rinse and repeat.
Why the hell not?
So those are the dudes. I don't know if, to me, that was a pretty weak list in terms of targeting too many position groups that the Cowboys really don't need to look at.
I know.
That's the issue. Like we looked
know?
at quarterback, tight end, offensive line,
It should have been, show me more linebackers.
DB,
Show
linebackers,
me more
edge.
DBs. And that's what I want to know from chat as we go into the mock draft. Throw out some late round, because we already know the 1st-round guys. We're not going to really have a hard time with that. We're going to have a more difficult time deciding. Our
Even
4th
rounds 2 and 3, guys, like
We're not there. We
Yeah,
don't
I know.
have 2
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Picks.
That's what I'm saying. Don't even throw those ones out. We
Oh
want-
no,
Yeah.
Throw those late round, 4th-round picks of guys who you like from the teams that you enjoy. Let us know as I bring this up here.
Let us
This
know
has-
as it goes.
This has a chance to be our fastest mock draft ever because we're not doing trades this one, right? Like we agreed that this is just going to be a straight up.
I mean, the only trade we would do is if we see the opportunity. We're not. There's no rules. Like,
Okay, there's no rules.
let's say we get to 12, and like the situation that you laid out in chat, where you got to 12, there's 2 guys, and someone would trade one back and give you a 2nd-round pick.
So a situation would be like Mansour, Delane, and Sonny Styles are both there at 12. And somebody wants to trade 14.
Yeah.
You trade back, and the chances are you're going to gain a pick and get one of those guys,
Then we'll do that. But otherwise, we're not.
which is rare. 'cause
We're not gonna.
I've already done a bunch of these.
It is rare.
It's pretty rare for that to happen.
Usually I'm seeing 16, and then I'm like, I'm just taking who's here.
Yep.
I'm not moving back. No, keep it on turbo.
You don't want to. Okay. Okay.
Or do you want to
No, let's
slow,
just do it.
slow
No.
roll?
Well, yeah, slow
Let's
roll.
slow roll the first
First
round,
round.
and then we'll.
Don't forget to click 7.
7 round mock draft.
All those would just keep the same.
Stay in the paint.
They have not added the weight of
Yet.
PFF, and then the.
That'll happen. People are going to be mocking. Crack me if you got him. We've seen a lot of mock drafts come out. Okay, before we click this, this is our first, the Can Fans' first mock draft.
Version 1.
This is version 1.0. What are we looking for position-wise? I think we should narrow it down. Like, what's our BPA?
So we're going to go off the assumption that the team is going in. So let's just, this is the hard part about it. Because there's certain players who are not on the team, George Pickens, Javonte Williams, and then there's moves that could be made in the free agency previous to the draft. So how are we going to enter the draft? What's the mentality? I still like focusing, regardless on what happens, from our little exercise that we did, where we picked our players, focusing still on linebacker or cornerback or safety or edge.
So defense.
Yeah.
Basically defense.
All of defense. However, if the BPA is there and it's not, then that's what we go with.
Okay, well, let's shake it up because we got the 12th pick and we got the 20th pick. This is uncharted territory for Cowboys Can Fan. We've never held 2 first-round picks unless we've made a trade to get back into the first round. So this is fun. We're going to have a lot of fun with these drafts, man. There's so many options. This one, we're just going for face value of picks unless something falls in our lap.
Yeah, and we will take the time here to look at certain players, but we're on a soft clock. So
soft clock, yeah. Like we don't want to spend 30 minutes on a 5th round pick.
Right, exactly. But we can investigate on certain guys just to get our bearings. All right, here we go. Dallas Cowboys mock draft 1. Can Fan mock draft 1.0,
Can Fan 1.0, baby.
I got all these settings
Here
right.
we go.
You're on the clock.
You're on the clock.
Trade up to 1 right now.
Go. Get Fernando Mendoza.
So Mendoza's always going to, Baines Jr.,
gone,
Arvell Reese, David
Bailey's
Bailey,
gone.
Jeremiah Love, Caleb Downs is gone, Sonny Styles. No! 3 Ohio State guys gone. Okay, so
now this is what happens. This is why 12 sucks.
Yeah, we pretty much lost everybody that.
We lost everyone we wanted.
So this is one of those ones where you probably would look at it and be like, we could see if they're fish for any type
I
of
look for
backs.
trade.
Yeah,
back
15.
to 15.
We're doing it.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
we're doing it. Although that Francis, I can't say his last name, the tackle is, I feel like, as boring as you guys might think, is probably a home run pick. A lot of mock drafts have him going top 10. So he is there. But I'm also good with trying to pick up a spot. And a lot of defensive players, can you just go up on the guys picked for a sec? So look at this. 3 Ohio State guys in a row. Caleb Downs, Sonny Styles, Carnell Tate. All gone.
Yeah.
And then our boy, when that happened, I was like, okay, we'll just go with Mansour, and then Mansour take it right before us.
At number 12, if this was here, I bet you the Cowboys would still look at Jermod McCoy. And they would
Jermod McCoy. Now, this is the question, which will change. We need to see him in the combine.
Yeah, because right now I don't want an injured.
Combine, he's going to work out. Like, I guarantee you, he's going to probably stay up. He'll be the biggest question mark going into the draft, I think, around the top 15 in terms of the teams that are looking to get a cornerback.
Okay, well, let's make this trade, and then we'll start talking about guys.
Yeah, Jermod McCoy will come back to. We need to see him in the combine, but for 12th, at this point, it's not. We can't go with it.
Yeah,
we can't go with it. Here's the options for trades.
The Bucks are asking for it. They want to trade up to 12th. I'd try it. Fuck it. See if we got an 18% chance to get the Bucks 15th and their 46th in return for our 12th. We'll try it. Okay.
So we'd have to throw in probably a 7th. Let's try our last 7th. Moves it up only 1.
Yeah.
Let's go New York. Moves it up to 20% chance.
What if you
give him like the 177?
No, go 77. I just want to take away 46 and just go 77. So that's like
too much.
That's
too much.
I think I think 77. If we could get a 46, I would give him the 177. See if the 177 works.
Well, I'm going to work down.
Yeah, we have
4 attempts,
and they're the ones reaching out to us. So let's give it a go.
Yeah.
Okay,
yes.
there it goes.
There we go. Okay, so we just traded the 12th overall pick and the 221st overall pick,
which we got from the Giants.
From the Giants to the Bucks for their 15th and 46th.
Alrighty.
So we move back 3.
This is exactly what Ad was talking about before we.
Yeah.
Was that on air when you were talking about that?
No, I was talking about it before air.
Well,
So this is a scenario where now we can get. I think in the position that we're at. See, look at Francis went. They traded up for Francis.
That's who the Bucks wanted.
now I would not be against McCoy
Okay.
with the trade back. What do you think?
Well, I feel in my mind I would be looking at Cassius Howell or Kedrick Falk.
See how bad
and-
run stop rate.
But I think Howell, it would probably, depending on what
He's gone up.
what scheme we're looking at going, he might fit.
6'2", 248, Cassius Howell. You know what we got to do? We got to bring him over to the old draft.
He also does a lot on the edge in a 2-point stance. He's a stand-up edge guy.
This is terrible.
It's not good, but this is what happens with the 12th round pick.
Yeah, 12th overall pick's not great.
Or 12th overall. Not
This
12th
is
round.
definitely Texas A&M guy. I don't love him. He's not-
11.5 sacks.
Again, this is a dude that's going to play that edge or that 3-4 outside linebacker type guy if Christian Parker decides for the Dallas Cowboys to go a different route than your standard 4-3. So he could fit. I'm seeing Falk ahead of him in a lot of mocks and just what people have talked about, but hasn't had as good last year, as good as a 2025 as Cassius Howell.
I like it. I like the.
He's 6'6".
I like this.
He's 285. He's bigger. So this guy's going to play edge regardless. He's a lot bigger.
Oh, he's the second overall here. Let's go with Falk.
Keep going down. I just want to see his 40 and some stuff.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. I like it. 285.
Not as good as pass rushing, but much better at his run defense.
Yeah.
Overall, just.
And that's kind of what I've seen with Falk. He's getting on
Is
most
Auburn a quality school?
they don't play as they're not as good as Texas A&M.
I guess that's what the thing
But
is.
you got a 6'6" guy versus a 6'2" guy. I'd rather either of the edges over Jermod McCoy though.
I agree. I'm fine taking either. I'm fine taking either of these guys. I just keep hearing a lot of guys talking about Howell and how he's going to go up a lot of people's boards as the combine comes through. Keldrick Falk at this moment is probably like a safer pick, but again, it depends on what scheme you're going to go through. Because if we do go to that 3-4, Cassius Howell fits that bill better than Keldrick Falk. But
right, because of his little more mobile.
Okay, let's make the pick. I'm good with either. I'm honestly good.
Let's
I'm
just
leaning
go-
towards Falk.
okay, then go Falk.
I was gonna say Howell just because he's the higher rank, but let's do Falk. Fuck
Let's
it.
do Falk then.
Okay. Boost it.
Welcome to the team.
Welcome to the team.
Falk.
And then the Cowboys. Look at us. Look at me.
There goes Jermod McCoy 17-2 after we picked.
I mean, we could get Howell if we wanted to now also.
Yeah. So
And TJ Parker's there. I mean, double dipping that edge is kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
But it might be our only option.
I'm in love with CJ.
I honestly,
CJ
I don't mind CJ Allen.
I don't mind CJ Allen either at 20.
Okay, hear me out though. We
Say it.
we have a 46 pick. Go to linebackers.
Yeah.
Like just go to linebackers that are available. So you do have linebackers that are going to fall. You got Jake Golday, who we looked at.
Golday
right?
Hill Jr. or
Perhaps
CJ Allen.
Anthony Hill. might be
Perhaps
there.
Anthony Hill Jr. Maybe we go crazy and we double dip at edge here.
Yeah.
There's no corners we're going to take.
Who do we have
I don't
as
play with Philly.
can you take a look at the safeties who are there? There's a lot of them.
Well, none of them are in.
In our striking distance. None of these guys.
So the Oregon guy, if we can also look, if he's around in the 46 pick, he would be a great either McNeil.
Well, let's worry about that when we get there. Like, 'cause let's look at positions that are available.
Sorry, I was only saying that because if we're talking about possibly going linebacker in the 46 and then we lose that secondary. So the thought would be, do we reach on a linebacker now and then go a secondary, like a defensive back, a safety in the second round pick?
Right. I see.
That's my only thought. So like, because
Allen would be considered a reach, but he is the next best. But then we do have those linebackers. So this is what it is. We either do, I like this. We either take the linebacker and then go for the safety or BPA with our 46th, or we double dip on the edge.
We are almost going to take Howell with our first pick.
I know,
And now
so-
he's here.
If
I know.
So you take him.
so
It's if he was almost our last pick,
yeah.
Two edges.
yeah, I think you get the most
All right,
value there.
And with a 3-4, they're filling a
Yeah.
he's
He's playing like an outside linebacker.
We're doing it.
I agree.
2 edges.
This is not how we expected it.
Hey, but we got a 46. I'm gonna speed this.
CJ
up.
Allen at
went, so
25.
he's gone.
Okay, well, and then this is gonna be a boring time in the
Oh, yeah.
universe, but we just got down now.
Oh,
with
look
the
who it is!
46th
Another edge.
pick. So what do we got for
Hey,
linebackers?
okay,
here?
Colton Hood.
Colton Hood's good.
Okay,
Keontae Scott. Very good. Jake Goldie. We got lots of good
between
picks.
these three guys.
Okay,
It's between these three guys.
just want to say, take note that the trade back does. If we don't get one of those dudes, trading back the first round pick to get a second round pick can open up
Yeah,
this
lots.
quality of player.
So let's take a look at Colton Hood and Keontae Scott.
Draft buzzer just here.
Just here for now, because I do like the fact that Howell kind of takes branches over that outside linebacker, 3-4 linebacker, which is nice. So I think cornerback might be more important than
more of
linebacker here.
So we got the pure edge. We got kind of the hybrid edge, linebacker, D end. And then now we're looking at who Colton Hood gets a lot of praise.
What was his size? Did you see
not-
first look
no,
here?
he's not
6 foot.
Okay.
It's decent. 6
Yeah.
foot 200 for a CB.
He's 48 on the PFF big board. We're at 46. He only had one interception in his college career. Take that for what you will. Maybe
Well,
they just
3.
didn't throw at him.
3.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at TDs.
Yeah.
So he had 3 interceptions. Maybe they just stopped throwing at him. We're not too sure.
Look at how he played against some of the teams there. So Bama, he didn't play great.
Yeah,
Georgia, he did 69 against Georgia.
he did.
Good number.
He did 69.
He did 69, dude. Okay.
Snaps by alignment. He
Oops.
played a lot on corner. So that's another. He's a true corner.
True
Okay.
corner. Yeah.
Okay.
Keontae Scott.
Take that into account.
Okay.
This guy I really like. I think he'd be
Had a better season. Had a better season per PFF grade. Didn't have a great 2024, but looked half decent in 2025.
yeah. And here's the difference though. He plays slot.
So you could.
box.
You could. So you could, if you're looking for a slot guy.
Did
When
well,
he sucked is when he played corner.
Well, he
you
did-
don't want him playing corner.
did well against Notre Dame, did well against Stanford, did well against Texas A&M, and he also did well against Ohio State.
So this is
Decent.
what do we want? This is the thing. Do you want an outside guy or a slot corner? That's
I
what it
would say
comes down
this.
to.
It's harder to find a higher quality slot guy than it is to find it's harder to find an average quality slot guy than it is to find an average quality outside guy. So if I had to pick between the two, Keontae Scott would be my dude.
I like Scott, and I mean we talked about Galday, but I don't know if we need to go linebacker here because he looked good.
I was just gonna say
6'4", 240.
Well, this is the dude we looked at. Like he's a tackle
he's
machine.
a thick neck. I'm look. Here's the thought.
Lots of tackles.
You got your defensive line set. You're now shoring up your linebackers. You're adding a bit of a size guy here for your linebackers.
We have
Then
young
you have
CBs
to
already.
Then you're targeting secondary and free agency or later rounds.
So that's all that comes down to. That's what you okay. So in this situation, we're targeting if we go Jake, good day. If we go Jake, we're basically saying the Cowboys targeted cornerback in free agency. Because we're not getting a starting corner. This is your last chance
Or
to get a defensive back starting for you.
or the coaching staff really believes in the young corners that we do
That they have.
So
Right.
I'm leaning towards Jake because linebacker is such a
No, I
need.
fucking love linebackers.
I'm leaning.
Let's just lock it
I'm
up.
leaning towards Jake as well.
All right. Well,
Let's just bring them on.
bring them on.
All three of them are great choices.
We already draft buzzed them. Welcome to the team.
Hey, welcome to the team.
You got
And now we're flying through
now
space.
we're flying. All right, now things get crazy. Okay, Xavier Scott. I think that's our guy.
This is you have to go best cornerback
Ooh,
here.
he sucks at zone.
But this is the issue at this point of the draft, and even in round 4, every person you take is going to have flaws. That's the thing.
See if my boy Bud Clark is sitting around there.
No, he only might be.
Yeah, give me size on both these.
Yeah,
guys.
there he is.
Okay,
Hey.
so I want to see size on all 3 of these guys.
Okay, so Bud Clark,
Remember,
6'2", 190.
So he's got length.
Got length. He's
It's going on a little wild
wild
ride.
he's got crazy. Show.
Xavier Scott did not play a lot of games in 2025. Injury, I guess. 5'11", 195.
Not as big.
He's already
what
off
were
the
the
books.
what were the interceptions on these guys too?
I will. 6 6'1". They're actually all very similar, to be quite honest.
Bud Clark has the some INTs.
Look at this. Xavier Scott in 2024, 4 interceptions, 4 touchdowns.
He's had a year last year, but he also got injured, it looks like.
Yeah, he only played 3 games.
I don't like that.
Yeah, that's tough. We'd have to see. What was the injury? We'd have to see what the injury was.
Okay, let me just look at these interceptions here. Malik had 2.
Malik Muhammad.
And then Bud
Doesn't have it.
doesn't show.
Interesting.
No, he did. He had 7 interceptions, I think. 50. No,
Doesn't say it on PFF.
I'll
Go-
find it.
go back to our sheet. I had that broken
Oh,
down.
is Bud Clark your guy?
Guy.
Oh, fuck.
Bud
I
Clark,
think we
yeah.
have to default take
I
Bud.
do.
I think we have
4.
to default.
He had
4
4 interceptions.
Last year?
Well, his career was 13, I think.
4 interceptions last year, and
He's the guy.
13.
All right.
He's
let's
our
bring
guy.
him.
Bud Clark.
Oh, what did he what was his snap count though? What did he play mostly at? He's a slot guy also. So we did take a slot guy, but hey,
No, he's Bud Clark
he's a
is
safety.
he's a safety, so he's versatile.
Fuck it, bring him in.
He's what I was saying, that if we want to have that a late round Imawari type of guy, you could throw him in a nickel, put him in the box. He's the guy that could fit that thing. I think he's a sneaky late round guy.
well,
I'm into Bud Clark.
4th isn't really considered late round, but we'll take it.
Well, in my mind, 4th is a late round.
It is.
Fuck
It'll
it.
be the third day. It's our third day.
He's our first guy that we've had a chance that one of us covered.
Yeah.
So I think we got it in our first draft. We got a default take Bud Clark, ads guy out of TCU and a local school.
Yeah,
TCU.
he's the guy that's
Fort Worth
running
guy.
my squadron in Band of Brothers.
And I wouldn't even say that Bud Clark was a pick for that reason. I think he was the best guy there.
Yeah, and he's
I
a
agree.
safety. The Cowboys need a safety.
So hang on. Let's have a quick look at our picks again.
Let's look at our team.
So we've
Ooh,
got
guys.
We doubled down on it. I think we've covered a lot of good ground here. So let's be open.
Yep.
BPA.
Yep.
What we feel will be best for the Cowboys. And we don't know any of these guys.
To be honest, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
And
halfback,
not loving that.
not loving halfback. This isn't like the last few drafts where there's been a lot of value for halfbacks and running backs
Right.
in the later rounds.
Which is unfortunate. This guy,
Yeah, Stroman, he's someone that in my mock drafts I always just end up taking, but we did just take a safety. Not saying that makes it automatically out, but
let's keep scrolling.
I mean, I'm not against. Let's see some of the wide receivers.
Yeah.
Like, check out Eric Rivers. Let's see what he's got going on. Nothing
Mid.
great. Very mid.
Oops.
Sam Darnold, receive.
Get off that. Come on. Stop
Who
that.
you got?
There
Who
we
you
go.
got?
Pops up. I got doubled.
Okay.
No.
I got double teamed. Give me the who.
Dude's being double D'd in podcast studio. No.
Give me Eric McAllister also. Maybe we do double back-to-back TCU guys.
That's better.
Okay.
More
That's more
receptions.
healthy.
10 touchdowns. What's his size? 6'3", 205.
Okay. What is it? What did he play? Outside?
Oh, with 10 touchdowns and his size, I'm going to say outside.
slot.
Oh, they don't
Yeah,
do.
Okay.
He's an outside
But
guy. Let's get a look at him. I mean, is wide receiver something we need? Eventually, it could be.
I like it.
He was a senior
Golf pro.
Yeah.
from
Golf.
Hazel, Texas.
McAllister. Okay. What is his 40?
4.5?
Okay.
Not very fast. He must be-
6'3", though.
Must be a red zone. Give me a strength and a weakness on this dude.
Yeah. Hey, you know how we're back in mock season, baby. Give me a
There's
strength in a week.
this is something I don't like. Draft projection 6. Overall ranked 178th in the 26th wide receiver. Yeesh. Oof. Not saying that's completely.
Oh, 6th round.
Yeah, 6th round. 6th round.
Okay. Well, hey, give me a strength ad.
Gets vertical in a hurry and stacks corners with ease. Once he's on top of you, good luck. That long speed is real.
So he takes his minute to get
So he's like a
churning.
Cadillac.
And then a weakness, drifts at top of his stems. That extra half second he takes to gather himself will get him blanketed by NFL corners. So kind of, I mean, his
I don't know.
strength was kind of an automatic, like the strength and weakness almost cancel each other out. They're kind of the same thing.
What do we have?
I don't just breezing through these negatives. It's his size. Do you think his size is good? That's what we're looking at.
And he was 6'3".
Yeah, he's
Not big
6'3".
enough for me to take a chance at him.
6'3",
6'5", 6'5", I'm in. 6'3".
I take dumps that are bigger than
6'3", I
205.
would be into, but let's just keep looking. Aiden Fisher.
AJ on top of my shoulders, we're like 8'9". So what's 6'3"? Because we wouldn't be our full height. You'd just be sitting on me. So you'd be
Half height?
We'd be about what, 8'9"? Would that be right?
8'9".
Because if I guess. Oh no, we wouldn't even be that tall. Because my shoulders are
3
probably at 5 feet.
Okay, so my ass to head is about 3 feet.
So it'd be 8. We'd be 8 feet.
Solid.
Yeah,
Solid.
that's
Frank and Jay?
We need to do a skit where AJ's on my shoulders and we got like a long trench coat.
Yeah.
That's
A
hilarious.
Cowboys parka.
Yeah, something like that.
Aiden Fisher. Now look, he's mid on everything. He played for the Hosiers.
Natty champs.
Natty champions.
Now, my thought process with those Natty champions is they're coming from great coaching. So these guys that team is just exceptional. I have a hard time picking an individual from the team and thinking that they're going to be a championship caliber team. However, he's very mid all over.
Yeah.
And he's a linebacker.
What was his size?
That's what I didn't look at. 6'1", 2.
I'm shying away.
Me too.
Just keep scrolling down the list a little bit here. You know, now that we're like 150 to 170, I think like
I'm not against a tackle here, depending what if this
Trey-
is Trey Moore also.
Trey Moore is pretty good, even though he looks sucky there.
He only had 33 tackles. Out of Texas.
great hair.
40 times 4.6, so he's 18.
Oh, he's a
ranked.
linebacker edge. So we already have 2 edge boys. We don't need
Well, we have two. Linebacker edge.
And then we have
What about this? Give me this Emil Wagner out of Notre
tackle?
Dame.
yeah.
Right,
Right
tackle.
tackle.
Hey,
Give me a size.
Had just had a bad year in 2025.
Terrible
his other
game
2
against
years
the
were pretty damn
Hurricanes.
good. 6'6", 300.
I'm not against this, guys.
Me neither.
And he was blocking for the best running back duo in college football.
Yep.
That's right. You can't shy away from that. Let's have
Let's
a
get a
look
look
at him.
at him. I want to get a strength and a positive.
Oh!
Looks like a business guy. Looks like he's all about it from Yellow Springs, Ohio. He's fast. He's not the weight. I'm not too concerned about. It's a red, but I think he's going to beef up.
I could feed him a couple cheeseburgers.
Yeah,
Yep.
get him, get a couple burgers.
Let's get him in. He's a right tackle.
Yeah, I think it's important.
You know what I mean?
I think it's important that we get a tackle. We can't get too late into the rounds without a tackle.
Okay, we're taking
okay. I like it.
I like it too.
Emil Wagner.
And you guys got one of your school picks there.
Yeah, we did. Hell yeah,
Hey,
brother.
there's our boy.
Oh shit!
Hey, Tanner.
Trius.
Oh, both.
No, Trius crown over.
Two of the.
Remember, he's 6'6", 6'7",
Well, we just took a tackle.
Yeah, we can't take him. I think we're taking the tight end, guys.
I think we got to take Tanner. He's just.
we have to.
saw the stats. That was great. Now,
He had 94 catches in 2024.
this is all he needs to work on.
And you said
His run back block rate sucks.
Yeah,
that's why you got Brevin Spann-Ford back there.
Yeah.
Bring him in. 6'7".
Yeah, 1 second. What about Tacario Davis? I'm just kidding.
Tacario Davis, great name.
Washington Husky.
Yeah, I was joking, but yes, looking at corners. I just look. We
6'4". This
Whoa.
is that 6'4", 200. We've heard of this guy. Someone brought him up before, and
You like the size.
Tacario Davis.
yeah, just a 6'4". But hey, that's the guy that.
Okay, wait a sec. So he's the 27th ranked defensive back. Can you give me our tight end now?
Oh, cool.
Cozier, Tanner Kozel.
Tanner, yeah. Give me. I want to see what his position ranked is on, and obviously it's 9th.
We go with him.
Yeah.
Tanner. It's just two deadly tight ends with 2 deadly wide receivers.
And okay, so earlier, just to refresh, because we are going to be doing a clip of this or a show of this. The reason we like this guy, a lot of receptions. He had a lot of receptions and a lot of touchdowns.
Yep.
He's not a blocking tight end. He's got some speed. He could be a weapon this late in the draft. And we just reviewed him earlier on in the show.
He
So-
could be a red zone boy.
74 receptions this year, 94 receptions last year.
I hope we draft him and we could come back to that. To every time he scores a touchdown, Adam just saying he could be a red zone.
Could be a red zone.
Hey,
boy.
where's our red zone boy? Bring him onto the team. Tanner Koziel.
The Cougar Hunter?
The Cougar Hunter. Hurrah.
And now we're just into
Now we're in the depth.
I don't know if we're gonna know anybody here.
I do have one guy. Let me just see if he's here.
Okay.
There he is. Eli Hendrick.
Oh, you're thinking fullback.
Well, this guy.
Don't you dare take Lepke out of there, but I like that grade.
Dude, he is exceptional. He can catch, he can run, and he
He
doesn't have
can kick.
very many yards, and he played for Navy. So
Heck.
that's the...
He can throw.
He can do it. He's kind of a jack of all trades. Now, I don't know, maybe we wait for 225 for him.
He'll be
but
there.
let's keep him on the
He'll be there for show.
I don't know any of these guys.
Okay, so now we just need to think of like a wide receiver. I'm not against here. If we get now, this is okay.
6'5", 205.
Bring him in. Fuck it. He's from Georgia. Like
Georgia
had a terrible season last year, but at this point, you're looking for attributes.
6'5", 205.
Looks like he's got a bit of an attitude problem.
4'4".
Oh yeah, this is the attribute skill you're looking for.
I'll take
this
that
late in the draft.
I'll take that attitude looking face.
Yeah, that's good. If at any position, where do you want a little bit of
wide receiver.
Yeah, wide
Or
receiver.
cornerback, those two.
Bring him in.
Noah Thomas, welcome to the team.
Welcome to the team. Oh, we
And then
haven't
we're
even
gonna-
been saying that.
Then we're gonna
Welcome
get
to
then
the
we're gonna
team.
get our fullback boy who already was taken.
No, he's there.
He's there.
Eli, right
AJ
there.
wants him. This is our draft where, you know what, at this point, AJ had
Trust me, Eli-
AJ had a guy that he liked in this that late in the draft. I'm not going to say no.
Eli, okay. Eli
Take him if they get him. Fuck it.
Eli did punt returns and kick returns, so he could come in year 1 or even year 2 to fill in for Turpin whenever his speed dries
Could be a
up.
special team guy.
All right, let's have a
special
look.
teammate.
Okay, so mock draft version 1.0, CanFan mock draft version 1.0.
Look at those
And
two picks, man.
Go ahead.
Well, we started off with the trade. The Cowboys were sitting at pick 12. We didn't like what we saw, so we traded with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the 15th and 46th, and we gave them the 12th and 221.
Yeah, and there was no Delani, there was no Sonny Styles,
No Caleb Downs.
no Caleb Downs.
Jermod McCoy was the only one there at 12,
and we're not ready to take
We're
him.
not
I'm
ready to
sour
take.
on-
We're not ready to take an open box unit.
I'm sour. I'm not full. Yeah, I'm not.
We don't want
full on
open
him
box right now.
yet. I need a little bit more. Okay.
Combine, change your tune, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, this is our first one in February. We got a few more of these to do. A lot of guys are going to change. But then we had a little bit of a conversation with our first pick at round 115 over who we should take, Keldrick Falk or Cassius Howell. Cassius Howell,
Cassius?
however you want to say it. We ended up getting lucky. We took Keldrick Falk. We got an A on him. And then guess who was still sitting there at pick 20? Howell. And we were like, well, who should we get? We can't go double edge. But in an argument, if you're willing to take a guy, if you're arguing over two guys at 15 and the second guy's there at 20, it should be a no-brainer.
We
You
weren't
just-
really arguing. We
true.
were debating.
Not-
We're
but
going through
debating.
because
Well,
we
we didn't know which one's the better guy.
Do we
Yeah.
take? Do we take a linebacker? We looked at C.J. Allen. We looked at T.J. Parker. There
This
a
was the right decision.
yeah. So we took Cassius Howell. Got the A+ for it.
And the,
Bank
and,
it.
the, and the reasoning is as well, too, also,
Also,
is if the format is 3-4 or 4-3, then one of these edges is going to fill in.
Which was Howell. Howell kind of fits in
Howell
that.
can fit in that role. So it's a great pick. And then we just said get also too as well. Get Jake Golday,
Yep.
linebacker, with that pick that we picked up from the trade with the Bucks.
That's a freebie.
that's a freebie. He's also going to be one of those guys where at that we're seeing it as a B right now. I bet you as time goes on, his rank's he'll be ranked a bit higher.
Thick neck.
Thick neck.
That's what we call him. Thick neck.
thick neck. Jake
A
Golday.
lot of tackles. Looks like your prototypical linebacker.
Yep. And what we're going to start seeing is as we get closer and closer to the draft and the team's needs start to really shake down, then these guys will move up as the supply and demand happens, right? So
Yep.
Ad, you lead us out on this guy because this is
that's
one
your
of
boy.
guys.
Okay, so we did an exercise a couple weeks ago after the Senior Bowl. Bud Clark was one of the guys that I picked as a standout for the Senior Bowl. I think in terms of looking at the secondary, we absolutely need help back there. He's a safety. You can kind of move him around. You can throw him down in a nickel. You can have him playing in the box. You can have him sitting back there. I think he fits the scheme that our DC is going to go. I'd be very happy if we actually pick him in the draft. Bud Clark's going to be my, right now, he's probably my draft.
Your pet cat.
My pet cat.
Hey, I'm coming over to pet that cat
Oh, yeah, you're coming over the pack.
because he seems like right now, anyway,
I'm gonna feed
around
that
4.
pussy.
Yeah, I'm gonna feed that puss. And he seems like a true round 4 guy that we could get.
Had 4 interceptions, has really good high IQ on the ball, knows how to tackle.
All
It
around guy.
scares me
He'd be a
that
solid safety.
it scares me that he's got this hype and he's around 4. He's just not gonna last.
Yeah.
He's gonna move up
I
to
know.
round 3.
Well, that's why right now it's nice.
Yeah.
He's there.
We got him. Hey,
he's-
in this world, he's on the Cowboys.
I just like Dad saying, "Hey, check if Bud Clark's there."
Yeah.
You went down,
Yeah.
I think 2 guys, and Bud was sitting there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Bud would be great for sound bites.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Bud.
All right, bud.
And he's an A-. So
And then
good pick.
we waited all the way to round 5, pick 150 to finally kind of check off a box on the offensive side. We went with Wagner out of Notre Dame. We don't know what's happening with Terrence Steele. Is Wagner going to come in there and start as a right tackle?
Only played right tackle.
Only played right tackle.
Played right tackle.
It's going to be tough for a 5th round 150 pick to start on any NFL team. Doesn't matter what position. But this at least gives you a guy that could be taking over for Terrence Steele. We're all in the belief that Terrence Steele's not going to be on the Cowboys.
It wasn't even the Terrence Steele thing, though. Your exact thing was you have a guy who is a run blocker for 2 of the best running backs in college football last season.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. That is true.
Facts.
We the decision was definitely looked at because of the potential of moving on from Steele, but it was made because of the running backs there in Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Then the guy who we looked at earlier, tight end Tanner Koziel, I would really be interested in getting a tight end because I don't think Schoonmaker's the guy.
Get him
I think
off
we
the
have
team.
2 dudes. I think Ferguson, I need to run it back, give him another chance. He started the season very strong last year, but and then Brevin Spanford is another dude who he's
He's a blocker.
He's a thick body.
Tanner Koziel is like the anti-Schoonmaker. Schoonmaker came in and is a great blocker, doesn't really do much in the passing game. Tanner's kind of the opposite. Did a lot in college in the passing game.
Yeah.
Needs to brush up on his blocking.
Thankfully, we have 2 fantastic. We have Clayton Adams who knows how to develop mediocre linemen into solid run, like a run blocker. So you do have a guy on your offense as an offensive coordinator who knows how to coach players up. So could we take Tanner from being a blocker to something decent? Possibly, but at the end of the day, he's our red zone boy.
Yeah. He's the good red zone boy.
He's a good red zone boy.
And then we just took Noah.
Attitude adjustment.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Noah Thomas here. He's from the Georgia Bulldogs. That was the reason we picked him. But
And just size.
Also, he's 6'5", 105,
And runs a 4.45.
Exactly. We don't need the wide receiver, but you just in the 6th round, if he's sitting there, a guy with those physical stats,
Physical, you can't teach it.
can't teach it. Take it and hope that and he's from League City, Texas.
Yeah, we'll take Texas boy.
So-
AJ, finish it with your guy.
Hey,
Finish
the
it C plus.
the only non-A or B
But-
on the board, and that's
which is weird because he
it's
had
to do with the position.
right position, and he had some great grades though.
Yeah, it's strictly to do.
We
with
never even
position.
looked at what he looked like though. Give us a draft buzz on him really quick.
Give
Hunter.
us a quick draft buzz.
well,
If you can even find him on
unfortunately,
them.
he's not in draft.
Oh,
He might be. Hang on, I spelled the name wrong.
Eli Heidenreich.
He looks like Eli Manning.
Okay, he's not on draft buzz, but
That's okay. He played in Navy and he was a fullback. That's
He
probably
okay.
why.
Just gonna tell you, he looks like a Navy Eli guy.
Totally. Yeah, he totally does.
I mean, he's a football player.
He's a football player.
Yep.
Now, if you can just stop him from going overseas and killing all those Arabs,
Does he have to go and how's that work?
So in the NFL,
It's after if
they
he-
extended it to, I believe, 3 players from Navy and from each school, Navy and Army, who can get the reserve extension or whatever, where they're reserves and they can play in the football. It's not even with football; it could be any sport or any career opportunity, most likely sports. And then they could then they have to finish their time afterwards.
Gotcha.
So
All right, let's see what our final grade was. And it was a tale of 2 halves and 2 sides of the ball. We went 4 defensive players and then went 4 offensive players.
And let me just, say why I think Eli would be an interesting pick for the Cowboys. He catches, runs, and does special teams. And if there's the chance that Turpin gets long in the tooth this year. He'd be a nice guy who could come in and start learning that game because he's used to it and he's very, very crafty. But let's see what we got, guys. I'm
going to call A-, B+.
I'm gonna call it an A-. We have too many A's. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Even better.
Just a
I
flat
think this
A?
is the best mark I've ever seen on my. Holy shit! First
A flat A. Don't forget to save this too.
Oh, yeah. I got to save it right now. Our first draft is an A. Now, guess what? It's only going downhill. From
Yeah, it's
here.
only the more we think we know, this is like beginner's luck at a casino. We hit the right slot machine.
I do have to ask you, 2 edges off the top, not what we expected.
I don't
Would you
hate
be
it.
happy
I don't
with
hate
that?
it.
I
I honestly don't hate it.
I don't hate it either.
I don't hate it.
Honestly, those first 4 picks, I would be
Pretty good.
very happy with this draft.
I don't hate the edge back to back because we got that freebie linebacker.
Yes.
Without the freebie linebacker,
Without the trade.
the trade, it's a little bit scarier because I think I don't know.
Here's the thing. I see for sure those 3 dudes are going to start. Our first 3 picks are going to start, and there's a possibility that our boy Bud Clark also starts. So
For the Cowboys,
For the
yes.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
For
Other
the
teams,
Cowboys?
maybe not.
those first 3 guys for other teams would start. You don't think those 2 edges are going to be starters?
Maybe not the linebacker.
The linebacker will be a piece.
I think he would start on a lot of
On the
teams.
Cowboys?
Let me give you
Yeah.
an example. Sean Lee didn't even start his first year, and he was one of the top ranked linebackers coming out of college.
But
It's
come?
tough because
Let's say-
it's tough. It's a learning experience, man.
let's say that, though, 4 impact players, that's what we're calling from here.
They don't even need to start.
It's our draft,
They just
baby.
need to be better. He just
Yeah.
needs to be better than Shamar James,
Yeah.
realistically.
Yep.
But hey, man, that's the first one down the books. Many more to come. We're going to be going through, I mean, the next how many months is all draft talk, basically.
February, March, and April.
Yeah, the
Unless-
next 3 months, basically.
Unless we get any sort of surprise stories. I mean, it's the Cowboys, so
There's
we're
gonna be there's always
everything
stuff to
The
talk
nice
about.
thing is that we're like, there's guys here in these first 2 rounds or these that we can start really breaking down. We
Yeah.
can spend time and not
Hey,
feel rushed on
start.
Changes too.
Absolutely. Combine.
Combine is going to change a lot.
Free agency.
Yes.
And yeah, free agency is going to
We're
be
back,
at-
boys. We are back.
I'm making myself more excited the more I talk about it. Because, yeah, free agency is going to be a big topic that we're going to start talking about, too.
Yeah, and that's going to start. Those talks are going to start heating up. Give the NFL news maybe a week here, so it's going to be a next week episode for Cam Fan.
It's the hangover.
The hangover.
Hangover
But
Super
after
Bowl.
that, we're going to pick.
And I got one. If you know somebody that hates the NFL offseason and doesn't like the draft and doesn't like free agency and says, I only pay attention to guys that sit in a basement and talk in front of cameras during football season, well, you look those losers, and we're calling them losers. The tide is turned.
Yeah.
We're calling those guys losers. You look them in their faces and you tell them to go themselves. First offseason show done, boys.
Hey. Here we go, Super Bowl Champions 2026.
The best part about it is the slate is fresh.
Fresh slate.